transfer pricing has been one of the most litigated areas in the field of direct tax in India, and the transfer pricing disputes are piling on year. So the finance minister's speech in the recent budget on the changes in transfer pricing are a welcome move and in line with the industry expectations. The first change which has been proposed is a complete comprehensive revamp of the safe harbor rules for IT services. In this respect, the first change is that IT services, the definition has been consolidated. Earlier, the definition was split between IT, R&D, ITAS, KPO, but all that has been consolidated into one definition of IT services, and that's going to take away the definitional and interpretational issues. The second change is on the margins. Earlier, the margins were comparatively high compared to the industry benchmarks. Now, a margin of 15.5% has been proposed for all such services, which is in line with industry benchmarks. The other change is with respect to the eligible taxpayers who can opt for this safe harbor. So earlier, the limit was lower. Now, the limit for eligible taxpayer with a revenue of 2,000 crores is there, which gives more and more coverage to the safe harbor rules for taxpayers. The third change is in terms of number of years of coverage. So taxpayers can now opt for up to 5 years of safe harbor rules in one go. So that gives longer certainty. Also, in terms of the fact that the automated procedure has been given for approval. Earlier on, the officer used to review the application and approve it. Now it's more or less a rule-based automated approval process which has been put in place, or which would be put in place. So while the fine print is yet to be seen, but the changes mentioned in the speech are welcome changes from a safe harbor for IT services point of view. The second change relates to the APA program. Now again, the APA program has been a very successful program of the government, but it was always taking a long time to close the APA. What has been said in the speech today is that for IT services, the APAs, the unilateral APAs would be closed in 2 years, which is a very good time and in line with global benchmarks as well. And that would help taxpayers in achieving certainty faster. The second change is that from a foreign company point of view, the provisions have been incorporated that they can file modified returns in India to take into effect pursuant to an Indian APA signed by the Indian company. This leads to better procedural and process-wise ease of doing business. The third change is for data centers. There are more and more data centers being set up in India, and the safe harbor rules will now cover data centers and be eligible for a safe harbor at cost plus 15%, which is in line with the benchmarks, and it's a welcome change which has been proposed. Similarly, foreign companies procuring services from such data centers in India have been given an exemption from India tax for a long time, and therefore there would be lesser disputes on permanent establishment and other taxation of their income in India. So overall, these changes would lead to ease of doing business in India from a procedural point of view, from a certainty of transfer pricing point of view, thereby leading to more growth and expansion of such centers in India.